Good evening, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. My goodness, guys, this weekend has been a lot. We have been up early every day since Friday, getting tons of stuff done. And it's just, like I said, been exhausting this entire week. Well, this weekend, really. On Friday, we got up, went to the grocery stores real early in the morning so that we could get back and have enough time before the football game on Friday. And then went to that and then had the football game. And then on Saturday, we got up early yesterday because it was my cousin's wedding and or like the reception that they ended up having. And we were gone most of the day at that. Then again, I stayed up a little late last night because I was watching the Hawks game. They didn't start till 9 o'clock. Went to bed a little bit later and then woke up early again this morning to watch the Bears game that was on at 8:30 because they were playing the London game. And so the game started at like 8:30 for us. So we were, you know, like I said, just I was exhausted by the end of the day. In fact, at the beginning I was sleeping in between the commercials. Like I wake up like for the Bears game and then like probably just the first quarter though, like I was like dozing back off during the commercials. So then after that though, like around the second quarter, halftime, I was like wide awake. And then got up, and after that, because we actually had an hour before the like the noon game started, because the Bears game ended like around 11 o'clock or so, maybe a little after that. My dad actually got the blinds hung up in my new room, my future room. And so that's awesome because that means that I can temporarily move in there while we finish up getting this room painted for Jack. And then my cousin's going to possibly come sometime, I think, after. I feel like we are still not even ready. Like, I don't know where my stuff is going. I still don't know. Like, I keep asking, like, where am I supposed to put all my things? Like, you know, again, I have boxes for the stuff to pack things up, but I don't necessarily know where everything is going. So, yeah, we have that and have to figure all that out. And then, you know, again, they're coming to do the floors in both the rooms and the patchwork in the ceiling from the lighting and all that stuff. So we have that going on too, but we have to finish up this room. And again, I'm temporarily probably going to be moving into the other room, but I even said it too. I was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep if I do not have like blinds or something like that in order to keep it darker in my room. So I got new blinds for in there, and then Jack's gonna keep these blinds that are in here, but we'll have to take them down while we paint and everything like that. And then again too, I think that's the only thing that's actually staying in here hardware wise, I guess, and like the outlets and switches. But the ceiling light, I think my mom and dad are taking that upstairs in the reading nook because they never got a light for that, so it's just been like capped off until they got a light. And I was like, well, I'm probably not. I have 2 new lights that are for my new room, so this one is gonna probably go up there. And then again too, the blinds that I have in here, but the curtains are coming with me again too. I think everything else is, I mean, all my stuff is coming with me, but I don't think, like I said, that there's really anything else that's in here that's not. Well, the thing is though, a handful of my furniture is actually not coming with me, but it does have to be moved out of here at least. So like the desk is actually going to be in here, and Jack's probably going to leave it in the same place that it is right now because I want to do like a built-in sort of, kind of built-in sort of desk, like IKEA modulars type desk in my room. And so I want it, just because I want it to take up kind of more space, because like this is like half, this desk is like half of what I could do in the other room if I did the whole modular thing that I kind of figured out. And I would very much prefer that. I think that would be awesome to have that much workspace, because this is actually a really good sized desk and it does have a lot of storage space. It's got a hutch on it and like all kinds of stuff, and it's an L desk, so it's like I'd show you guys, but there's stuff on it like a lot of stuff. So but it's got, like, you know, again, an L desk, and it's got drawers on the one side, cabinets on the other, you know, the top part and everything like that has got, you know, shelves and all of that on the hutch. And again, it's a really good size and it fits really well in this room because of where the window is. So it's like the hutch doesn't cover the window or anything like that, and it's just, I think, a good space for the room. So Jack can either put his bed against this wall here, or he can keep it where I have it, which is there, or move it like so his head would be here and he'd be like laying this way. But I mean, he could do that. The only thing is that there is an outlet on this wall and there's not on the other one, so it makes kind of more sense to have the bed against the wall that doesn't have an outlet. So that's what I kind of told him. I was like, if you were going to put your bed anywhere, I'd probably put it where that is. And his bed, I think feels a little bit smaller maybe than my bed. Like it might feel like it doesn't take up as much space because one, it's smaller, it's shorter to the ground, and two, it's also not a 4-post bed, which also makes the bed just kind of feel bigger. So his is just like a smaller, like it has like a little headboard thing and a little like, I don't know, what do you call it? Footboard? I don't know what the end of the bed is. But you know, like a little, you know, kind of like almost like the headboard, but at the opposite end. So, he has that, like, but it's much, much smaller. Like I said, much closer to the ground. Like mine is very high raised up. So like, other than that, like his bed will feel a lot smaller, I feel like, in the space. And so it won't feel, I guess, as intrusive maybe as like mine does, kind of. But then he only has, I think, a dresser, and then he's gonna have my desk. So he doesn't have as much, I mean, I don't have as much furniture in here really either. I have a chair that's right behind me back there, and then I've got this, which is like an organizer stuff, and then this is like, again, too, I'm not keeping that. I'm not keeping that either. I have another little like shelf kind of thing too, or drawer thing that my dad's gonna take. I don't really have, like I said, that much furniture in here anyway, but I've never, like, I did have a dresser. Like when I was little, I had a shift robe. Then when we moved, I had a dresser, but like the drawers like fell to pieces, probably because I stuffed them with way too many clothes, and just eventually, like, and it might have been somebody else's dresser that I got, like it might have been my dad's old dresser or something like that. And I think we painted it though at one point, but it was just like, it had like, I don't know, like 6 drawers. It was like a like stack of drawers. I think that's what they call it, like the taller like dresser kind of things. And I had that for a while, like I said, until it kind of fell apart. And then like I was planning on possibly getting one for in my room when I moved in here, like because I was upstairs, and I think I didn't have a dresser up there either. But when I was in my old room, which was the room that Jack's in now, that's going to be the sunroom, I was in there for a little while, and well, a very long time. That was my room for a while when I was little, and I had like that stack of drawer kind of things. And then I don't remember why, like when I was in like a freshman in high school, I don't remember having it anymore. But I know when I was younger still and in that room, I did have it. So I don't know really where I put my clothes at one point, like where my clothes went, because I didn't have any type of dresser really in there. But the closet was in there, and so I put all my stuff in there, and that might have been why. Like I just was like, oh, because I have a closet, like I don't really need the dresser. And I didn't have a ton of clothes, and like I had an organizer thing too that hung up, and I think I put all my like socks and things like that in there. So I was like, I really don't need a dresser, like, because I think a lot of the clothes that I always held on to were like clothes that actually didn't fit me, and I just never got rid of them. Like I barely ever felt like I went through my clothes. Like again too, this was like more like late elementary school, probably like middle school. And so when I was finally like, you know what, I might as well just get rid of the dresser, like I think that was the point when I got rid of it. And I think too, I hung all my dresses up in the attic, so I didn't really need a spot to hang my you know, like my dresses in my closet. So I think that's why I had enough room. And again too, I moved upstairs and was upstairs for a little while, and I had no closet up there. Well, I did. I had the little cubby closet kind of thing that was in there. Me, Matthew, and Jack actually all shared that closet. And then I had like a organizer thing, like that has like the drawer pullouts, and that's what I had, and that's what I still use, but it's in my closet anyway. So it's kind of like my dresser, but I don't have like a dresser in my bedroom, but I also don't have a closet in my bedroom. So I feel like I just have always kept my clothes like in there. But when I move into my new room, I'm going to have a dresser and a closet in the new room together. I also had this thing too that was here, and it's got like, I now have like drawer kind of pull-out thingies that are in it, but I used to have those in my room. They were actually from IKEA. My parents got it back when we lived in our old house, and this was back when you had to buy IKEA through like a magazine. Like you couldn't buy it through like, you know, like online, like internet. Honestly, internet was probably not a thing when my parents actually bought it, or was like insanely new. So they bought it when, you know, like I said, you had to like do it through a catalog and all that kind of stuff. But they bought that, and I want to say they bought like maybe something else too from IKEA, and I don't remember what it was, but I remember those were one of the things. And I think I had 3 of them and Matthew had 3 of them. Like this was when we still lived at our old house, like I was saying, or maybe, I don't know, we had them. I remember putting them together at our old house. Then when we moved, they were like in our like our like homeschool room for a while. Then they were like in the living room for a while. Like they moved around a lot, but eventually I ended up with all of them. There were 6 of them in total. Now my mom has 4 upstairs and I have 2 because they work well as a nightstand kind of and to like store stuff, but it's just ugly. Like I don't like seeing the stuff that's in there. Like obviously you guys can see like I have stuff sitting out because like one, I don't feel like I have enough storage or like tall storage or anything like that in here, and then 2, it's like it just, I don't know, like I can't close it off, you know, like it doesn't have cabinet doors and stuff like that, and like I don't have just, like I said, I've already looked at the stuff I plan on getting for IKEA and like have looked at the pieces already when we went, but it just feels like it will fit better in the space, and it's more the stuff kind of I think that I want, like stuff that I can kind of, you know, like there's cabinets where I can hide things away, but it's also like just feels like I will like it better. Like this, it'll fit the space better. It's like furniture I'm getting specifically for the space that I have. And it's like, you know, again, too, things that I feel like I can use well, like, for how I store things and how I want to keep things and like that kind of stuff, if it makes sense. So that's why I don't want to just move into my new room and be like, okay, well now I have to figure out how to make these pieces I already have fit, because honestly, that thing came from our old house. It was 23 years ago probably that we bought it. We still have it, and which is a testament to how good quality IKEA stuff is, because I mean I've climbed on those things, like I mean, and the fact that they're still standing, all 6 of them still standing and still exist. I mean, they're a little dinged up and stuff like that, and they used to have like the plastic, like not plastic, but like the like you can see there's like the wood trim stuff. There's actually like vinyl cling or whatever, kind of like that, like cling kind of stuff that would like that goes on it, like, and it's still on the top and some of them are still on the sides, but they kind of just peeled off at one point. So that would, I think, is the only thing, but as far as everything else, like they're good solid quality and again work really well. So we've had them for a long time. This I got a while ago, and this holds all my makeup and kind of stuff like that in there, but I don't really want it anymore. Like I want something that again to matches my room. The desk would be the only thing that I bring with. The problem is that the way the L-shaped desk is designed, and in my new room, I wouldn't be able to put it against any of the walls that I want to, because you can flip the hutch and put it on the other side, but it's kind of designed more to be on one side because it's more like the main area, like if that makes sense. Like it's got like the fake, you know, like leather kind of like, you know, I don't know, like pad on the top of it, and the other part of it doesn't. It's like the attachment part. And so though, because of that, it like would feel weird if I moved the hutch to the other side. I can't put it against any of the walls that I want to, or like even really any of the walls at all, because there's a window in like both of the corners, really weird. And then there's also the closet door and then the door into the bedroom. So it's like I don't have a good spot to put it where it will fit well and work well even in the space. And again too, based on where I want it to all take up, it's gonna be kind of too small. Like I'd rather put in like a, you know, again, more of a modular one that I can kind of build and, you know, make the size I want to myself. So that's the only thing that's kind of like, you know, that I would keep. In my bed I'm taking with me. I'm not getting a new bed. But that would be like the only piece of furniture really that's even in my room that I would probably keep. Because if I'm gonna get other new stuff, I just might as well get a handful of new pieces that I want for it. And I think it's just gonna be the dresser, 2 like hutch type things sort of. And then nightstand, and then the stuff for the desk, which I'm not sure what I want to do for the hutch still. I want to make some type of hutch, but I don't know. The desk part will just be like 2, 3-ish kind of pieces. Like I said, they'll kind of be modular, but I'm super scared about that. I'm like super scared that we're getting close to it, because I know that like I have to like make the decision like finally to like get the stuff, you know, and be like done with it and everything. So yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking a slight bit, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited to finally be there and like be done with it and stuff like that. But either way, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.